So, hey guys, welcome to our weekly team call. It is September 21st as we're closing in on the end of the month of September. I know a lot of parents are excited because they're getting back into a routine because their kids are going back into school. I know in the Atkins household we are. This is a time we get together each week to go over a new training topic or have guest speakers on or have a new speaker of our team talk like we're going to do tonight with one of our newer Diamond coaches. I'm really excited to hear from her tonight. My name is Dave Atkins. I'm your founding coach of Team Perseverance and your upline Star Diamond, one of your upline Star Diamond coaches, because I may not be your direct upline Star Diamond because we have other rock stars in the team. And I always like to go over a couple of announcements before we start the call and get into some stuff. So I'm going to get right into it tonight. A couple of announcements and then see if anybody has any questions. First and foremost, guys, the Hammer and Chisel launch plan is up. We had a call. If you guys are on the call and you don't know what it's about, we had an amazing team call last week that we have a system. If you want to potentially double or triple your income in this business and you're willing to take something that's very simple to follow that just requires some work and follow the system that we have for you as a team, you can double and triple your income come the end of this year with the Beachbody business. And how are we doing that? We are running a 7-day free group and a 30-day regular challenge group surrounded with everything related to Autumn, 21-Day Fix, 21-Day Fix Extreme Trainer, and Sagi from Body Beast, who are releasing the Masters Hammer and Chisel program, guys, that's coming out towards the end of the year. So we are pushing for that for October, November, December. I'm not going to get into the details how it exactly works. You should all be listen to last week's team call, which explains it. I also just recreated a file on our coaches page with the link to the doc with all the instructions on the call. Like, own it, embrace it. I've already, guys, I'll tell you this much. I've been getting a lot of questions from people, and I'll be honest, it's apparent that you didn't read the doc. And this is the thing. I can't make you do what you need to do for you, okay? I only can give you the materials. So some of you, those of you that run with it, your business is going to blow up. Those of you that try to give it 50%, you're going to get 50% responsibility. So you need to own it and listen to the team call and get on the doc and read it maybe 2, 3, 4 times. It's not hard. You just have to go through it, and then you're going to realize what you have in front of you. It's going to be an amazing launch leading up to that to create a lot of customers for you so we can help as many people as possible on an absolute awesome program. So that's the first announcement. Second, our challenge groups for almost everybody started today. I'm really excited about that. We have a lot of new faces in my group. And it's pretty cool just to see some people getting started. I just know what it's like, that feeling on day one, that many of you guys probably remember the first day, a sweaty pick, how hard it is. And remember how hard it is for these people. And we're there to help them and cheer them on. So please, whatever group you are in, whatever group you are part of, whatever group you are captaining or you're just there, please post, comment, and like on other people's posts. Be there, support them. That's what we're about. We're truly here at the end of the day. Our number one thing is to help people. So please engage in your group. That's what we want to do. We want to help people achieve their goals. Number 3, our newsletter went out this morning. I've just been saying this week after week. I looked. We have about 1,000 people that get the newsletter every Monday morning. But our team is over 1,500 coaches. So there's about 500 coaches that are not getting the Team Perseverance newsletter. So it's posted every day on the Coaches of Team Perseverance page in the morning. If you go there, there's a way to click on it and for you to get yourself, so you can get it through email. It comes out. I have it, so it's sent, so everybody should be getting it around 6 a.m. on Sunday morning. And guys, it's a great thing to get because it has last week's training call link, the information about tonight's team call, the information about the Hammer and Chisel launch. I put in there a little power blast 3-minute video clip on a new topic. Maybe it's overcoming objections or keeping it simple with the business or whatever it is. I'm trying to give a lot of value in one place for you to get on that Monday. So please make sure that you are opted in to get that. It's at your hands. It's free for you guys there. Last announcement before we get into recognition, Super Sunday. Guys, our big event is around the corner. It's less than a month away. And Super Sunday, they're normally called Super Saturdays. Beachbody has quarterly events every quarter, and the big event's Coach Summit, which is in Nashville. It was this summer. But the quarterly events are throughout the country and Canada, and that's where coaches from your local community come together, and they get to put out news, announcements, a video, and a lot of times a live workout. We have the luxury of having Millionaire Coach member, cast member of P90X Plus, P90X2, P90X3, Mark Briggs, a personal friend of mine, who's flying in from Champaign, Illinois, where he lives, to give us a live workout. Let me tell you, this guy is a beast because he just tore his latissimus dorsi muscle, and he had some serious surgery last week. He's still going to come. He's still going to put on the workout, and there's going to be people to help out to show the moves. He's going to be a guest speaker. We have well over 100 people. We have over 100 people now. Be sure to register for that event. It's on the coaches page again. It's also, we create an event for it. Get your tickets now. Okay. So that's it for announcements. Are there any questions on anything? Hammer and Chisel launch, the newsletter, Super Sunday? Anybody? Want to unmute their lines? I see one person. Hold on, Kerry. Go ahead.
I did get the newsletter a few times, and then I stopped getting it for a couple weeks. I don't know what happened.
No, check your spam or your junk mail.
I did that.
Okay, then maybe go back in and opt in again. I don't know why it wouldn't. What email carrier do you use?
It's Outlook.
It's Outlook. And what do you have before Outlook? Is it AOL going to Outlook or Yahoo, or it's through Outlook?
It's Outlook, MSN Outlook.
MSN Outlook. Okay. I don't know. I haven't heard that. I know I've heard of people sometimes before with AOL. Sometimes they get it a couple times and AOL blocks it after that, so they've had to put a different email in. But re-put your information in, see if you get it. If you don't, because I was able to see it. It was delivered to almost everybody this morning. Then maybe you may have to try a separate email.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else? Questions? Guys, anybody? Any other questions? No. Okay. If there's no questions, I want to get right into recognition tonight. And this is coaches again with the 300 team volume points or more. Whoop, just lost it. Come on. There we go. 300 team volume points or more on the team. So let me go down the list here. 300 in the 300 club, we have Nicole Fiore at 309. Way to go, Nicole. Shauna Carlucci at 390. Michelle Della Sala at 390. Sarah Bailey at 380. Amy Franchi at 390. We have Laura Lynn Stewart at 315. Danielle Zito at 317. We have Jackie Bisignano at 397. Becca Bucci at 300. Kristen Odell at 327. Kerry John at 315. Gloria Ethier at 300. Let's see who else. Danielle Amateo at 315. Let's see if we have anybody else in the 300 club. We have Tracy Cassiano at 360. Landon Becksworth at 315. Jay Fertile at 315. Catherine Emanuel at 300. Who else we got here? Anybody else in the 300s? We have Gina Strecko at 360. And that's it for the 300 club. In the 400 club, we have Sharice Nolson at 405. We have Renee Smith at 427. Matt Guy at 435. Who else do we have? Tracy Becksworth at 420. Moving along here, guys. Anybody else? 400. A lot of people, guys, bear with me. We have Kristen Smalls at 470. Way to go, Chris. And that may be it for 400. That's it. Oh, one more. Stacy Ferrante at 405. Way to go, Stacy. So in the 500 club, I know there was a couple people in 500. Let me check here. I quickly looked before. Okay. 515, Maria Peterson. Way to go, Maria. I see you smiling. I hope you're feeling better. Let's see. Who else do we have? I know we had another 500. Lindsay Kaufman at 517. And I think that was it for the 500 clubs. And our winner this week at 660 is Kara Weiner. So, Kara, congratulations on making the leaderboard at 660. So, guys, one last time. Are there any last questions before we get into tonight's speaker? Anybody? Anybody? No questions. All right, guys. So tonight I want to talk about and share with you guys. I'm excited, and I was talking to Kristen about it, that our guest speaker tonight is going to be a new Diamond coach that made Diamond on our team, Lisa Richmond. She has been a coach for almost 2 years, but really only started working the business in the last year. 2 little boys, is a schools teacher with students with autism, which kudos to you, bro, because it's not easy. She lives in beautiful Florida, where we're heading into snow coming soon in New York, and you are not. So I'm really excited to introduce Tara to give her story. And yeah, Tara. I'm getting a text from my, Tara, yes. Tara, and I'm sorry. I know, because I'm looking at Lisa. Tara, I'm sorry, Tara. So I'm introducing Tara to our call. I'm so excited. And Tara, I'm going to unmute your line, and the floor is yours. And again, I apologize.
Hi, guys. How are you? So I'm really nervous to be on this call. So just bear with me. So my story, I started with Beachbody. It was 2 years ago. I actually contacted Kristen probably 2 years ago around now. When I had my baby, I had my baby in July and wanted to get rid of my baby weight. Contacted Kristen and just said, what are you doing? And she was like, here's what I'm doing. And I was like, not right now. I can't do it right now. So she followed up with me for a few months, and finally I did my first challenge group. So just a little backstory about me, though. Always battled with my weight my entire life. When I was younger, I was the overweight girl that got made fun of. Then I went into sports in high school and middle school, lost weight, but never really ate well. Got out of high school, was in a bad relationship, gained a bunch of weight. So my self-esteem from my weight has always been affected. So that's just a little backstory about me, because people meet me now and they're like, you're part of your challenge groups and you are this positive person. And so I just want people to know where I came from, because I wasn't always this person. And even Kristen probably could tell you, when I first started my groups, I wasn't as outgoing, and it was always a struggle for me. So there's a little bit of my back history, also some more. My mom and my dad both had open heart surgery. My mom had open heart surgery before she was 60. So my health history is not great because of that. I have to put down all my paperwork that I have heart health history. My mom and dad both had cancer, and I lost my mom 3 years ago to cancer. So got pregnant with my second one right after she passed, and pretty much I knew I wanted to get in the best shape of my life once I had him, and she was my motivator. She died of lung cancer, so not necessarily something that you could do by working out, but I just knew that my health was super important to me, and I needed to be around to be a pain in the ass to my kids for the rest of their lives. So that is kind of what was my why at the beginning. So did my first challenge group and fell in love with it. And Kristen asked me to be a coach. And of course, just like everybody else, I was like, I'm not in shape. I'm not ready. I lost 5 pounds in my first challenge group, which was awesome, but I just wasn't, I didn't think I was there to do it. So she, you know, told me about just doing it as a discount. And I knew that that challenge group was something that was what made me successful. You know, I knew that the 3 things worked: the shake, the challenge group, and the motivation of that group, and making sure that I was being called out if I wasn't showing up, and just kind of helping me on the days where I was having a really hard time, because as we all know, that first challenge group, we struggle. We don't want to work out every morning, and you know, the idea of working out every day for somebody that doesn't ever work out is very difficult. So I signed up as a discount coach, and that's all I wanted to be. So I did that for a year, pretty much. On occasion, I would post about the groups, or that I was drinking Shakeology, or that I was feeling great. But one, I'm a huge skeptic, and I wanted to make sure that it was something that was truly working. And so it took me a while. You know, Kristen would send me messages every once in a while saying, you know, have you, do you have any challengers this month? And I'm like, no, not this month, you know. And then once I started, you know, having great results, she was like, you know, you really should post about your results. I mean, they're amazing, and you're going to inspire people by posting it. So here I am, the insecure girl from when I was younger, and I didn't want to post my pictures. I didn't want to do my before and afters at all. But she really gave me that confidence, and even the groups gave me the confidence, and just working out and doing something for myself made it possible for me to post about my results. So I posted my first before and after picture on the Facebook wall for everybody to see. I was in my bathing suit. And I got so many comments and so many messages, and, you know, wondering what I was doing, and people telling me that I was inspiring them. I was a mother of 2. I worked full time. I kind of created my story some on Facebook. People knew I was a mom of 2. They knew I worked full time, and here I am working out every single day and doing something for myself. And people started to see that on Facebook. They saw that my life was better, and I was happier, and I was I had more energy and just more positive. So in October of last year, I got my first challenger, who's Devin Wheaton, not Devon David, but she's in Germany today, so I don't know if she's on here. But she was my first challenger, and I think she knows that. But she was my first challenger, and at that point, I was like, it was all about me at first, and then I got that first challenger, and it was then I had to do it for her too. Like, I needed to make sure that she fell in love with that challenge group the same way I did, and it wasn't because of the money, and it wasn't because of the business. It was because I wanted to help her the way that my coach, Kristen, helped me. It changed my life, and I wanted that for her too. So she did the challenge group, and of course I was so nervous because I was like making sure she was I was liking things, and people were like getting her in the group, because I knew that's what the success of the groups were, having that community and making sure that that group was phenomenal. So I think I would even like message the person running it, like, make sure we're all doing this, and she's great, and we have to like get her motivated. She wants to stay here. She wants to do this. So I got her, and thanks, Kristen. And the first time she sent me a message, and I was trying to find it on Facebook, but she told me that because of me, and it made it possible for her to do something for herself. She saw that I had 2 kids, I worked full time, and I wasn't making excuses, and I was putting my health first, and my making my life better, not just for me, but for my whole entire family and for my kids. So once I had Devin tell me that, it was kind of like, here we go. I'm posting, I'm telling people about this. I'm not going to shove it down their throat, but I believe in it. I truly believe in it. And I know it's helped me, and I know it's now helping somebody else. And I know it's helped other people. I have my cousins on here that's helped. I mean, Kristen, and she's kind of like fairly kind of, but I know it helps so many people, but now I'm helping people. And it was like almost like an addiction. Like I had to do this and I had to get people on. So, so she was my first challenger in October. She became a coach in November, and I became Emerald in January. So once I started the business, that part kind of happened pretty fast. I got my husband on. I started getting people. It was great. And then it just really, like, it just happened. I was telling people about it, posting about it, inviting people, just really truly believing in what we were offering as a team. And so January became Emerald and became Diamond in May. So it truly has been life-changing for me. Not only am I the healthiest I've ever been, but I'm helping lots of people. And to get it from my coaches or even my coaches' coaches to hear about how I've been helping them and how I've motivated them just keeps me going. And I don't know, it's just been amazing for me. Ooh, there's my light. Hold on. Oh no. All right, there we go. And I'm just here now to help and motivate people. And I love getting messages from people, and I love the family that we've created on Facebook as far as our team, and we all friend each other and we all comment on each other because, you know, we get into these slumps and it gets difficult at times, and we have our personal development and we have our team, but it is also nice to have like-minded people that just kind of get you through it, and they push you through, and they help you. So like I said, busy mom of two, I work full time, I get my workouts in every day, and I am helping people live healthier lives by, you know, telling them about the group. So I don't know if I have enough time or if I should go more, but that's all I have so far.
No, you're doing great. You're doing great. You can keep going. Let me ask you one question. What was your aha moment?
Okay, yeah, I meant to say that. Okay, so Kristen, signed up in, so Kristen kept on saying, go into live events, you go into live events. And I'm like, okay, no, not yet, you know. So I became Emerald in January. I'm trying to think, I was Emerald when I went to my first live event. So I turned Emerald and then went to my live event in January and was blown away. Like Ali Upham, who is a superstar diamond, like she's amazing. She does it in Orlando. And there they said for us to all scream out and say, what was our next goal for the next Super Saturday or Sunday, whatever it was. And my goal was to be diamond by that time. So, so January was the one I went to. So I think it was April 25th is when I said I would be diamond. And so I did my coach basics and I did ramp, and within ramp you kind of like plan out how you're going to get to diamond. So I did that, and that was my goal, to be diamond by April 25th. So here comes April 25th, and I'm so close, but I'm not quite there. So I just pushed hard, and I think I became diamond May 19th. So it wasn't too far past when I said I was going to be, but that was my aha moment, going into that Super Saturday and being with people. I think there was like 500 people there. I was there with Darlene, who also lives in Florida, and just screaming out that goal, you know, having it written down and just kind of screaming it and telling everybody, even though nobody heard specifically what I was saying. That was my aha moment, and that was I worked to get there, and I did. So
your live event.
Yeah.
Live event. So tell me what you do. What do you do, Tara, that you're like top one or two things every day that you do to stay consistent to help your business?
I'm on Facebook with my groups every single day, and I'm helping other coaches. I do follow up with them, and I make sure that, you know, if they need help, that I'm there for them. I am frequently adding people onto Facebook. My personal development, I'm not gonna lie, it is something I struggle with to this day. And one of my goals that I left with Kristen was to get 3 in by the next time I talked with her. So that's something I do struggle with still. I know that when I do read personal development, it helps me more than anything. But with that, I talk to so many people about fitness now. You know, I was the girl at my school that was people came up to and said I inspired them. And I feel like I need my personal development, but I get it. I talk to other people about it, and I find people that we can get it together too. So I know it's not exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, but I do, it's the sharing that I do there, but also getting, inspiration from other people too.
So you said that you add friends every day on Facebook. How are you doing that?
I do it through, I go and look for like people that have mutual friends, but I've also found different communities within the area. So we have I live in Winter Garden, Florida, so we have Winter Garden Mommies. So I have done that. I've done tag sales in the area and just kind of post and on there. And then I, talk to people throughout there and just kind of friend them and then, go from there.
Love it. I like the summit shirt. I almost put that on, by the way. I threw this one on. I almost put that on. That would have been pretty funny.
Listen, I had the air cranked so I could wear my little Beachbody shirt. So
there you go. I love it. Let me get off. Let me see. Cancel the spotlight. Does anybody? I'm gonna open up, guys. Any questions for Tara? Anybody? I know there is. Or you want to put it in the chat? Anybody, guys? There's 42 people on here. Does somebody have a question?
I have a question.
Yes, Maria. I know the voice. I can't see it, but go ahead.
I'm here. Hey, Tara.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, can you just give me a couple of pointers on how you keep your challenge group excited? I know you said that you're in there every day, and so am I. But posting and even texting people. I'm missing that little drop of excitement that keeps people excited. I mean, I'm always excited and I'm laughing and putting my mug on there all the time and posting videos, but what is it that you do in your group to keep everyone excited?
Okay. So I get completely crazy and goofy in my groups, and I kind of put myself out there. So for Flex Friday, for the first Flex Friday of the month, people are like, your flex is better than mine. And, they go on and they're like, gosh, wow, you must be really pushing hard because your flex is better. So then I tell them, no, it's about the lighting. So I will do a tutorial and run around my house, flexing, videoing, and showing them here we go, here's the best lighting, and do something like that. Just kind of put myself out there, have them laugh at me. But it makes them feel better because it is lighting a lot of the times. Yes, we have muscles, and hopefully our muscles are getting bigger, but a lot of it has to do with lighting. So I do stuff like that. I'll do, there's a ton of apps on iPhone that they're funny apps. There's one that's called, I want to say Flipgram. I don't know. I told the girls in Nashville about it, but it's you put your face, Flip Lip. Let's see. So let me see if we can find one that I've done. My flips. All right, here we go. Don't laugh at me, guys.
Hi. So tomorrow is Flex Friday.
Do you see it?
And what do we do on Flex Friday? We flex our muscles.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's you make these, I just make funny videos, and I just try to get people to, engage by being silly. I try to have people laugh at me. I am just real. I've struggled. I do struggle every single day, and I just kind of put that out there for them. So, but yeah, I try to find funny apps. I try to just make fun of myself while trying to get them to, communicating and laughing and talking. And we just have a fun group. We just really, we all become friends, or I kind of tell people at the beginning, we're going to have fun. We're going to laugh. We're going to do this. So I don't know. That's just one of the things I do.
No, it sounds great. I love it. Thanks.
Flip lip, flip lip.
Flip lip, and I saw Matt Guy on there, but Dub Smash is one too. I've done, they have some what do they have? They have some Shaun T ones on there. For birthdays, if I have somebody that has a birthday, I will do like, I'll put their face on there and say like, Shaun T wants you to work out, happy birthday. You know, just kind of personalize it to each person on there and just, you know, make it fun.
Love
Fun.
Tara spinning around a room, kitchen to find good lighting was awesome. I love it. Save little questions. Anybody else? Anybody? Any questions for our girl here? Anybody? Going once, going twice. All right, guys, if there's no questions, I want to say.
I got one.
Oh, there we go.
So when you did post your transformation pictures, did you have any negative feedback, and if so, how did you deal with it?
I do get some negative feedback, but not necessarily on the post. But if they do post negative things on my post, I kind of just blow it up. Like, I respond to them. I'm not completely like, I'm not negative. I don't try to fight back with them or anything like that. But I'm just like, oh yeah, things are great. And I just kind of blow it off, but I kind of bring it back to them to make it like they're the idiot for saying something negative about me trying to do something good for myself. You know, I don't try to put up the transformation pictures all the time because yes, I'm in my bathing suit and I don't want people to be like, oh, there's another picture of Tara in her bathing suit. But I know that speaks volumes. You know, I did lose a lot of weight and I've changed my body. And I know that there's so many people out there that, thanks, Kristen, that want to do the same. And it was easy. You know, that's the thing that I try to tell people. It's easy. It's not me dedicating my entire life to working out, you know? So I just kind of make them feel bad for kind of saying something negative because I don't care anymore, really. I mean, I'm not here to feed into their negativity. I'm kind of in a different place. So I think that just helps. And really just being a part of this, my outlook on life has changed completely. I was that person that cared about anything people thought, people said, and now I do my thing. So
Yeah.
And thank you for sharing my picture. That was great.
Well, you look great, and it helps me to post that as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? I mean, Tara, the big thing that you said that really stuck out is you're a product of the product. Because if you're not a product of the product, you can't fake your way through being successful in this business. You know, not at all.
Yeah, and something that like also with Kristen, she followed through with me, you know, and she wasn't pushy. She kind of pushed me sometimes, but it wasn't pushy, you know. I didn't want to post pictures, and she told me to post them, but it was in a positive way. You know, each month she would ask me if I had challengers, but it wasn't like, why don't you have challengers? It was, do you have anybody this month? And it was always done in a positive way to where I knew what I should be doing, and I wasn't doing it yet, but I didn't feel guilty for it yet. And in time, I was able to do it. And I had her to talk to. I had, you know, we were at 4th of July when I met you guys for the first time at my Uncle Tony's, and we talked about it. And it just, you know, just having that open communication with your coach or with other coaches really does help make it easier for you, and it makes you believe that you can actually do it. So.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Anybody have any other questions? Anybody? I almost ended it last time and then Matt jumped in. Anybody? Oh, I see Liz. Did you have a little question, Liz?
What's that? Yes, I did. Yeah, good question. You know, hi, Tara.
Hi.
You know, I've been doing this for a while, like a lot of us here, but I'm always curious to hear about what other coaches are doing and those that are successful too, as far as balance and just trying to, you know, as far as scheduling and you being a mom and teaching, you know, how do you find that balance, and where do you, like, what's your schedule like?
It's usually I come home and I do the Beachbody stuff in the afternoon. My job that I have now, working with kids with autism, my class is crazy. So my life in the morning, I get up at 4:30, get stuff done for work, work out, check in with my challenge groups. I go to work. I don't have a second during the day to even check in on my groups. I'm so bogged down all day long. And then when I get home from work, that's when I'm usually doing it, or in bed with, the kids watching TV. That's kind of when I'm checking in my groups. I'm inviting people. And that's where I say my professional development, that's the hardest part for me right now. And especially since going to this new job, my drive is like 5 minutes. Like, that's where I struggle. But I usually, it's in the afternoon after I get home from work, after dinner. We put the kids down for bed, and that's kind of my time to get on the computer or get on my phone and get my stuff done. So one thing I've noticed, though, and I'm going to buy, I have a computer, like we have an office, and I need a laptop. Like, I would like to have a laptop because you can only do so much on your phone and it gets frustrating. So I'm going to get a laptop. And I know everybody has heard about this, but I started an Evernote, and how amazing that is. I know Dave's talked about it on calls, but Evernote has been such a lifesaver and a time saver for me. And it's so much easier than Apple Notes. I've deleted things on accident in Apple Notes, where Evernote, I think, is just things are there and it's easy to access. So there's a little 2 cents about that. So.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Evernote is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lifesaver. If anybody's never heard of Evernote, it's a great tool to have everything saved in scripts. And I did a call on Evernote too. If you go back to the recordings, you can see a whole call on Evernote. It was great.
And you can share things with your coaches. So you can share things with your people. So you can create things and share it. That way it's helping other people too that need it. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else? Gonna look. Anybody wave your hand near your camera if you have any other questions. I'm just scrolling through everybody. No. Let me double check. I don't want to cut anybody off. All right, guys. If we have no questions, I just want to say, Tara, thank you so much for coming on the call. You were awesome. Love the shirt. Enjoy the Florida weather.
And thank you guys. You truly are my Beachbody. Like, you're my family. Like, I tell people all the time, but truly my family. So I love that I get to see you guys on here. I love that I got to meet so many of you guys in Nashville. Truly love you guys. So, and it's been an amazing experience. So thank you.
Thank you. And guys, have a great night, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Thanks, Tara. Bye-bye.